Hello students, again this is the part 2 of looking at the differences between a compound and a mixture. If you've jumped on this video and you've not watched the part 1, it is so important that you go back to watch the part 1 of this particular video, okay? So last time we've actually developed our knowledge in being able to define a compound and a mixture, and I believe we do understand that. We've also done that through our discussion, and also each question we've answered. So it is now important for us to actually secure this knowledge and actually master this knowledge, and we're going to be looking at a series of questions and examples, okay? Now, let's have a look. Hopefully this works. All right, now what I want you to do is to copy this table on your book, okay? Pause the video, and what I would like you to do is to actually draw a diagram to represent this. It will be interesting and brilliant to actually color them in, okay? If you can do that, I would like you to also take pictures and actually send it to the science department, and we're going to be giving out achievement points to you students, okay? So again, pause the video, take your time, draw the compounds, give some examples, and carry on, okay? So I'm going to give you around 5 minutes to 6 minutes to actually do that. So again, pause the video and do that. All right, I believe we're done. Let's move on. Now, let's have a look at this. Two or more atoms of different elements are chemically joined together, but not easily separated. Let's have a look at this. Now we're going to be thinking about, we're going to be acting like Sherlock Holmes here. This is an actual investigation we're carrying out. Now, here's another clue. Molecules of elements or compounds that can be physically separated, but they are not chemically bonded together. So, what do you think this is? Let's find it. Let's find it. 10 minutes. All right. I believe you're done now. Okay? I do believe you're done now. Now, let's have a look at it. This is something I would have thought you've done on your table as well. Okay? Again, elements made up of one type of atom only. An example is gold. Compound, okay? Two or more atoms of different elements chemically joined together, not easily separated. For example, water. And molecules, that literally molecules or compounds that can be physically separated, okay, but they are not chemically bonded. Well, sorry, mixture is what we're talking about here, not molecules, okay? Remember, molecules can be compounds and can be elements as well, okay? But mixture, this is when molecules of elements or compounds can be physically separated, but they are not chemically bonded together. For example, cement, okay? If that makes sense, you can easily separate cement, but they're not chemically bonded together. And I hope you're getting this right. If you didn't get it right, again, pause the video and make those corrections. All right, moving on. Now, the question now is, which are elements, compounds, and mixture? I want you to write down A to G in your book, okay? And, well, you don't need to have, there's no beaker obviously right in front of you because you're at home watching this video, but I want you to write down whether it's a mixture, a compound, or an element, okay? Now, copper, pure water, oil and water, salt, salt and water, sand and iron. Let's try and do that. Again, pause the video and try and answer these questions. And write down whether it's a compound, element, or a mixture. Okay, I believe you're done. I believe you'll be able to answer the questions. Let's move on. Now, copper is an element, okay? It's made up of only one type of atom. Pure water, it's a compound. It's made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Now, oil and water, it's a mixture. Remember, they're not chemically bonded together. Oil and water cannot mix. That is a big clue there. Because what happens is whenever you pour oil in water, you're going to see the oil actually floating. If that makes sense, that's a clue that they cannot mix together. They cannot bond together, if that makes sense. All right, salt. Salt is actually a compound, okay? An example of a salt is actually sodium chloride that is actually made up of sodium and chlorine, okay? E, salt and water. That is a mixture, okay? That is not a compound, it's a mixture, all right? Sometimes you can see the salt actually settling under the water. That is actually an example of a mixture. Now, sand. Sand is a mixture as well. It's made up of different things, okay? Iron is actually an element. Iron is made up of only one type of atom. So I do hope you've gotten this right. If you haven't, again, make sure you correct your mistakes using your green pen. Okay, moving on. Now, we've actually been able to cover all of these things. Yes, we've been able to develop our knowledge. We've been able to secure it. We've been able to master it. Now we're going to be looking at some quick questions, okay? Now, let's answer the question. Is this an element, compound, mixture? Straight away, I want you to say out loud on the screen whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Go. Okay, I hope you got that right. It's an element. Well done if you got it right. A quick fire question. Let's look at this one. Element, compound, mixture. Which one? A compound. Chemically bonded together. Job well done if you got it right. And the next one, silver. Is that a compound, element, or mixture? It's an element made up of only one type of atom. And which one can easily be separated? Is it element, compound, or mixture? 3, 2, and 1. A mixture can easily be separated. Remember, whenever we're looking at compounds or elements, they require serious energy to break the bonds. Remember, we're talking about bonds in the last part 1 video. All right, next one, element, compound, or mixture. Go. It's a compound that chemically bonded together. And next one, made up of 2 or more different elements chemically bonded together, not easily separated. What is the answer? Compounds, 2 or more different, not the same, different. Okay? And air, what do you think? Is that an element, is that a compound, or a mixture? It's a mixture because it's a mixture of different gases. You know, let me give you a really, really interesting fact. Whenever you're breathing in, you're not actually breathing in oxygen. You're actually breathing in air. Meaning you're taking loads of gases into your nose, okay? Into your lungs. So, and then in your body is when everything gets separated. So it's actually a mixture, air. Now, this one, element, compound, or mixture, what do you think it is? The answer is actually mixture. As you can see, there are way too different elements and compounds here, but they're not bonded together. Right? So I do hope you'll be able to learn a lot from this video. I hope you'll be able to secure your knowledge. Please, again, if you've got questions, make sure you ask the questions. It'll be interesting as well for you to actually take some pictures of your work and actually email it to the teachers. And you're going to be getting some achievement points and top awards for the work you've done. So like I said, job well done, and I'll catch you in the next screencast. Bye for now.